What's up? Today I'm going to be reviewing the Stand miniseries. And if you want to do this too, I'll share some tips of what you need. You need your camera, you need something where you can show footage from the original miniseries and the new one, and you need a copy of the book, because I will be talking about the book. Okay. Here we go. Now, I will be showing footage, but not too much footage, and I will be doing quotes from the book. So, anyway, Stephen King's The Stand, complete and uncut version. This is the one my brother has. Oh my god, that is creepy. I believe this is Randall Flagg, and if that's not, then I don't know who that is, because that is creepy. That is legit creepiness. Guys, type your comments, your opinion down in the comments below of what you think about The Stand. Okay, hold on. I'm actually gonna find it. So the uncut version has 1,000 pages, and the cut version has 800 pages. Now listen, guys, I would be doing a review on the It movie pretty soon, but my next review is the Shining miniseries, and I will be talking about the Shining book, which I will let you know now ahead of time. I have read The Shining. My parents did allow me. I haven't fully read the novel, but I have listened to the full book on audio. I've went through all 58 chapters on Audible. Okay, so the book, published in 1978, and then an uncut version in 1990. And may I say, guys, this thing is freaking huge. So anyway, guys, The Stand went back as far as 1969, when Stephen King wrote a short story called Night Surf, which had a deadly flu virus, and on the cover of the book for Night Surf, you can actually see a crow, which, if you didn't know already, Randall Flagg does shapeshift into a crow in the book and the miniseries. Though in the book, he actually takes the form of a wolf too, and in the new miniseries, they actually just use the crow form at one point, but at most of the other episodes, he has the wolf. Oh my god. So anyway, guys, the book. Stephen King decided to expand on the book in 1976, because according to Google, it took him 2 years to write the book. And then Doubleday's we can't publish a 1,000 page book. So we made it to 800 pages. And then in 1990, he goes Doubleday, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have different methods of getting our books binded together now. So yeah, you can totally get you can totally make an uncut version." Awesome. Oh wait a minute, this is Joey's bookmark. Joey, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna put that there. So anyway, guys, time to talk about the miniseries. So let's talk about Stu Redman first. Stu Redman, played by Gary Sinise. Perfect character in the book and the miniseries, which the miniseries format being 4 parts and being 6 hours, and the book being the Audible book is like 47 hours, and my friend Noah said it took him 2 days to read it. So yeah, it is so freaking long. Um, yeah. So Stu Redman is a good character nonetheless. If you like, basically in the book, he is from Arnett, Texas, and he is in the miniseries as well. He's even from Arnett in the new one, which I'm surprised they did because they've changed a lot in the new one. Also, there's that creepy face again. Dun dun dun! So anyway, guys, it's a good miniseries. I think you should give it a watch. It's not inappropriate. The new... frick, my allergies. The new one is really inappropriate, but nonetheless, it is really good. It's creepy when it needs. The miniseries, on the other hand, like the old... Okay, so I'm gonna do what this other YouTuber did. I am going to call the 2020-2021 version CBS, and the 1994 version the miniseries, and then my third version the book. So CBS was shot 26 years after the miniseries, and the miniseries was shot. Hold on. Let me see real quick. Eight. 16 years after the book. 16 years after the book was published. Now, rather than the book being inappropriate, the miniseries, on the other hand, is not. It's creepy when it needs to be, but it isn't inappropriate. Now, Molly Ringwald played Franny Goldsmith, and Franny Goldsmith is actually one of the tough characters, and Molly Ringwald really depicts that. It's like Rebecca De Mornay as Wendy in the Shining miniseries, and then like Steven Weber in the Shining miniseries as well. So Molly Ringwald overall did a good job as Franny Goldsmith, and then 26 years later they hire Odessa Young for the part, and Odessa Young again, pretty good job. Molly Ringwald was better in this case, so point 1 goes to Molly Ringwald. Now let's talk about my homies, Jamie Sheridan and Alexander Skarsgård, aka the brother of... And Randall Flagg is aka the brother of Pennywise, and the reason I say the brother of Pennywise is because in the 2020 version, he's played by Alexander Skarsgård, the brother of Bill Skarsgård, aka Pennywise in the 2017 It. The Shining had Jack Nicholson, It had Tim Curry, and then they were wondering who's going to play a next Stephen King villain, so they just decided to go with an unknown in the role, and then Jamie Sheridan was like, blah, 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 and then got the part. And that's how committed these actors are to performing in The Stand. And then we got Harold Lauder. I can't remember the name of the actor that played him in the original. Hold on, actually. Who was the actor that played Harold in The Stand 1994? Corin Nemec, who played Harold in the original, was now replaced by Owen Teague in the new one. Owen Teague actually did a good job, and honestly, I really like Owen Teague because he played Patrick Hockstetter in the new It movie, released 4 years ago. And then we got Now, Harold in the book is a chubby kid with a... Oh my god, I forgot how to pronounce it. I'm trying my best. Asperger's syndrome? No, guys, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I'm sorry I said that. YouTube, please do not demonetize me for saying that. It was really hard to pronounce that. I am so sorry. I will never do that again. And basically, in my comic version that me and my friend Aiden will be making, you can check out his new website pretty soon when we get the comic made. Harold looks like he does in the book. Now, The Stand also takes place in the Marvel universe, and you might be wondering, why does it take place in Marvel? Well, it's because Marvel published a comic book series based on the novel, and now the cinema versions of Harold always seem like the TV versions of Harold always seem to depict him as skinny and not having, you know what I'm talking about. But actually, he does have the thing because he's obsessed with Franny, and then he teams up with Nadine Cross, and played by Lori Sangiocoma in the original, and then played by Amber Heard in the new one. Nadine is attracted to Randall, and in CBS, they explain that she first met him after using a Ouija board, which I do not recommend you do. And if you do, you'll probably go to heck. I said heck. I said heck. So, anyways, but yeah, also, but yeah, like, the book shows Stu, Harold, Nadine, Larry, Tom, Nick, Lloyd, Randall, Julie, everybody in perfect style. It describes everybody, and since it has so many characters to describe, that's probably why it is so long. You get what I'm saying? Now, the miniseries took part 1 and I think part 2 to introduce everybody, which was a good feat because the story began in part 1, yes, but it didn't really begin until about part 3. Which is good. You had time to set up the characters with a good amount of budget and 4 2-hour episodes premiere on ABC. The god that is known to show almost every Stephen King miniseries. Hello. Matthew, I'm so sorry I had to do that. But yeah, guys, now, Randall Flagg, both in CBS, the miniseries, and then the book, is really good. I freaking admit it. He's really good. He's talented and everything. Okay, guys. It's time for a quote of the book. I'm only going to do one quote from the book. Where is it? Let me see. Should I give you a list? Glenn responded, getting smart. Stuart, Chester, at his battered notebook. There were 2 dances in Stuart. And that is a quote from the book, guys, and that's not plagiarism, so. John, if you think that's plagiarism, I would say Shut your mouth. So yeah, all in all, it is really good miniseries, and the book, which I'm thinking about having my mom read to me or my dad, is awesome as well. I've heard all about the book, and it does sound kind of good. Now, I know you're tired of seeing stuff, and you probably want to see my face. I'm going to show you what the characters look like in the 2020 adaptation and stuff. Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. Sorry guys, I had to clear some junk from my phone. We'll be back with part 3 of this review. The Stand. Dun 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 dun. Hey guys, what's up? We're back with part 3 of the review. Last time I was talking about the characters, and now, guys, I'm sorry I didn't get to all of the characters. I feel so freaking bad, but there is too many characters to cover. Too many. I'm only going to talk about a few more. Larry Underwood, a struggling singer-songwriter, very good. Mother Abigail, and like everybody else, I would try to get them into this, but again, if we did this, this would be like 13 to 40 hours. I can't waste that time because I've got school tomorrow. So, yeah, and if you're wondering how many parts this review is split into, it's 5. 5 parts. So anyway, guys, I have to go back to the book and miniseries pictures now, so. But yeah, it is like Mother Abigail Fremantle was a slave in like the 1800s or something, and she's 106 years old. She's African American, yes, and in the book and the miniseries and the CBS, they describe her really good. Whoopi Goldberg was good in CBS, but in the miniseries, Ruby Dee has to go to first place, and so yeah, guys, it was very, very awesome to watch this, like, the explosions, kapow, and kaboom, was so gosh darn epic. Like, it was a freaking masterpiece. So gosh dang epic. Say gosh, not God. Won't say God dang. Stupid, I just said it. So, yeah, it's a really good book. I think y'all should read it. I haven't read it myself, but people have said it is one of Stephen King's greatest works. And on the CBS production, like, you could see the extras on Paramount Plus, and they even said it was one of Stephen King's greatest works. Now, the miniseries, for that matter, is really, really good. I would recommend watching it. The 6 hours can get a really bad timing, but like, you could split it into, like, me and my dad, when my dad first bought it for me at Walmart, because we saw it because they were having them in stock, so that people could watch it, and then they could watch the new one on CBS All Access, is what it was originally called, and then they made it to Paramount Plus. And then they added other Stephen King movies like Cujo, Silver Bullet, Graveyard Shift, and Thinner, because those are all Paramount. They also added Under the Dome because it's a CBS Stephen King series, which is a bunch of mm, good stuff. So yeah, like me and my dad, when we first watched it after we bought it, we split it into 2 days. Like the first day we watched part 1 and part 2, and then the next day we watched part 3 and 4. And if you're wondering if they only have one disc that just has all 4 parts on the DVD that I have, what the heck? Oh yeah. No, they have 2 discs. They have. Oh yeah, and if you guys don't have money for a DVD or something, you can always like if you don't want to buy the DVD, but you don't know where to watch it because it doesn't come on TV anymore. It's on Vudu for $5. And the DVD also costs $5, so I would just buy the DVD. But if you don't have a DVD player, but you have a smart TV and stuff, I would just buy it off of Vudu. Like, if my DVD does get scratched up and it stops working, that is my backup plan to buy the miniseries on Vudu. So anyway, guys, we'll be back with. Actually, we just got into part 3. Actually, I'm just gonna make this 3 parts for the review. The book. Okay, now I'll talk a bit with, and you can see my face. The book is really good. I really liked it. Well, my brother said it's a little too long, and I get that. But I mean, hey, Stephen King even joked that it weighed the same amount as a bowling ball. Like, seriously, you could use this as a door stopper. Like, say there's a monster wanting to come in your room, you could just put 1,000 copies of this to barricade your door, and it would probably work. So, dun 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 dun. Close. Underhand statements. So let's talk about some of the flaws. Way it's too long. Now, of course, the flaws with the miniseries, it's flawless, but I was talking about let's do the flaws of the book. Now, the miniseries does have a few flaws. I mean, it has a low budget. Well, it has a medium budget, but it's not too high, but that's also a flaw with CBS. They have a too high budget, and they just go over the. Like, they seriously got Irene Bedard and switched Ralph and Judge versus genders to girls. Like, seriously. In my version, I still have Ralph and Judge Ferris as boys. Now, Irene Bedard in the 2020 version was great. She did really good. But again, and if you guys are wondering which is superior to me, the mini-series. Just because I haven't read the book. And people have been saying the book is better than the miniseries, and they'd be right. I mean, the book always beats the movie. Well, you should watch Mojo. They're kind of unfair. But yeah, also, guys, this is 30 minutes long. Sorry about the long length of me just talking, but hey, I need to get this done. And I need to talk about the book to set up some stuff about the miniseries. And I haven't talked enough about the miniseries, so thank you, book. But right now, I won't need you until the end. Still using this. So anyway, guys, the miniseries, really good stuff. Now, in Australia, the miniseries was, released by Paramount Pictures, and in America it still is, but it's also released by CBS DVDs, which is actually kind of surprising to me because CBS is distributing the CBS just distributed the 2020 version, the 2020 version, which is very awesome that they're distributing the DVD here. By the way, guys, I would give this a watch. And now I am done with you miniseries, and now I am going to talk about the book because we only have, let's see, 5 minutes left. Okay, so the book. Also, if you want to see a picture of Stephen King on my channel, you got your wish fulfilled. Here's Stephen King. He looks awesome. He'll stare into your soul. See? He's staring into your soul right now. Staring into your soul. Wanting to scare you. Staring into your soul. Wanting to amuse you. Come play with him. Forever. And ever. And ever. Okay, I gotta admit that got kind of creepy, but this book, people say it is really good, and they're probably not wrong. And again, when I am 18, I can do a review on the book when I am 18. I don't quit my channel until I'm about, 25. This book is a whopper, though. It is a cheeseburger. Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac. Okay, they're not any of these things, but hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper. That's what this is. A Whopper. And no, you can't eat it. The reason I call it a Whopper is because it is so big. And if you guys try to eat this book, don't take my word seriously. I mean, this is big. That's why I call it a freaking Whopper. But if you're dumb and try to eat this book, do not subscribe to my channel. Because if you're going to try to eat this book, you're stupid. Anyway, guys, that will do it for this video. Now for a closing song. Directed by Sam. Sponsored by ABC's The Stand DVD. Shout out to Stephen King. And finally, shout out to Joey Morton for letting me use his book.